everyone. I just want to welcome everyone and thank you for being here. And I'd like to especially thank our elected officials that are with us today. Alderman Tom Tunney, Brandon East from Congressman Quigley's office, and State Representative Sarah Feigenhuis. I'd also like to thank and acknowledge the boards of Heartland Housing and Center and Halsted, and our partners in this project who, without their help, this would not have been possible. Center and Halsted, obviously, Mayor Emanuel, Alderman Tunney, Chicago Department of Housing and Economic Development, the Chicago Housing Authority, the Illinois Department of Human Services, Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, National Equity Fund, Citigroup, Enterprise Community Partners, List Chicago, sorry, the list is long, Gensler Architects, Power Construction Company, Applegate & Thorne Thompson Attorneys, and Christie Weber Landscapes. Thank you all so much for that support. My name is Michael Goldberg, and I serve as the Executive Director of Heartland Housing, a division of Heartland Alliance, the Midwest's leading anti-poverty organization. On behalf of Heartland Housing and all of our partners who have worked so hard in this project, I'd really like to welcome you to this groundbreaking and the future home of the region's first LGBT-friendly affordable housing development. At Heartland Housing, we believe that everyone deserves a safe, decent, and affordable place to call home. This is a critical need for so many of our Chicago seniors. Many of our seniors, including within the LGBT community, live on fixed incomes and are rent burdened, meaning they're paying over 30% of their income toward their housing. Our goal with this new development is to provide a high-quality, affordable housing community where all seniors, including LGBT seniors and many seniors from this very neighborhood, can age with dignity, are free to be themselves, and can experience acceptance. Thank you all for help making this possible. And now I'd like to turn it over to Tico Valle, CEO of Center and Halsted.
Good morning. Today is a proud day. It's an honor to be here as we break ground, but today we're also breaking barriers as we first of its region, in this region, create a safe, affirming LGBTQ affordable senior housing project. 10 years ago, the leadership of the center, the board, along with Tom Tunney, our alderman, had a vision of creating a community that welcomed all people and served the LGBTQ community. That dream was realized with the opening of Center on Halsted in 2007. But also, this dream included a home where our seniors could age with grace. And today, we are one step closer to fulfilling that dream. Weekly, 150 seniors come to the Center on Halsted seeking companionship, family, community, and their lives are filled with rich resources like music and dance and lectures, art, and so much more. In the fall of 2014, we will come together once more to celebrate the opening of the Center on Halsted's Senior Center to be housed on the first floor of the Old Town Hall Police Station. We will open the doors to 79 units of affirming, welcoming, affordable senior LGBT housing for people. But let us not forget our work has just begun. We must work to create safe, inclusive, affirming communities across the city and across the state. It is said that an estimate of 40,000 LGBTQ adults over the age of 55 live in the city of Chicago, and out of these 40,000 adults, approximately 1 in 5 is living off an annual income of less than $20,000. Housing is a serious problem facing our community, and our options are limited. So we must continue to advance the LGBT community movement until we all are treated equally. Thank you. It's my honor to introduce to you Sid Moe, President of Heartland Alliance.
Thanks. It's my honor to welcome each one of you and thank you for your support that has led to this very proud day. Today has been almost 10 years in the making. I remember back in 2005 when Heartland Alliance released a study on LGBT seniors and their housing needs. As Tico indicated, that report confirmed that 1 out of 5 LGBTQ seniors were living in poverty, and housing affordability was top of their priority needs. That was very predominant in this community of Lakeview, where many LGBTQ seniors who had lived all their lives here could not imagine a future of retirement in this community because of the lack of affordable housing. Today we are here to celebrate a change in that reality so that LGBTQ seniors can remain here in a place that is affordable, inclusive, and welcoming. This effort is a model public-private partnership, bringing together the Center on Halsted as the Midwest's largest LGBTQ community center, Heartland Alliance as the region's largest anti-poverty organization, and the City of Chicago and the State of Illinois, Tom Tunney, who has been with us from the beginning, crafting the vision and being persistent until the vision has become reality. I'm also honored to point to this pylon right here, which has a plaque in commemoration of Jane Addams. Jane Addams was a founder of Heartland Alliance, and the plaque is there in recognition of this year as our 125th anniversary. Jane, thank you. Jane Addams, a lesbian, the mother of professional social work, a social justice advocate, and a Nobel Peace Prize winner. It's wonderful to know that her spirit will be here, blessing the future residents, blessing them with a spirit of welcome, a spirit of fairness, a spirit of justice, and a spirit of compassion. We celebrate this day. My pleasure to introduce Andy Mooney, Commissioner, City of Chicago.
Morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Much better, thank you. On a day like this, you've got to feel pretty good, right? I'm delighted to be here on behalf of Mayor Rahm Emanuel. This is truly going to be one of the prizes, I think, in the housing portfolio in the city for all the reasons that have been mentioned, not just because it's going to be a beautiful building, but because it's going to house beautiful people. And so we are very proud to be part of this project. When I became commissioner, Tom Tunney came into me. I think it was the first thing he asked me for, not the last thing, but the first thing that he asked me for was to make sure that we got this project done. And it has been a long time coming, but I assure you it's because of the perseverance and diligence of the aldermen that we are here today. Although I take a little bit of ownership myself, I forgot until I was sitting down and I was looking at the banner behind me and saw LISC's name on it. I ran LISC for 15 or 16 years and realized that we had made the first loan to this project to get it off the ground a number of years ago. So I feel particularly proud both at the beginning and now at the middle as we get into construction. I also want to recognize Ellen Solly. Ellen, put up your hand back there. Ellen, until recently, was my deputy and then prior to that, commissioner for housing for the city. She got this project underway. And then Lawrence Grisham is back there. Lawrence, raise your hand. Lawrence is the current commissioner of housing and brought this project to a close. So please thank them. Hopefully not many of you have to get involved in these kind of housing projects in the way that Sid and I and others have to. These are very difficult and complicated projects. They take what we call layers of financing. In this case, the city's providing the land, We're providing low-income housing tax credits, we're providing donations tax credits, and a home loan, and that's only about half of the financing that's going into this project. I want to congratulate Michael Goldberg, who was up here a minute ago. Where'd Michael go? There he is. And his staff at Heartland Housing for being able to pull together such a complicated structure, not to mention just being able to get all this land out of us, which in and of itself can be a difficult process. We have another project just down the street, the Diplomat Hotel. After Alderman Tunney came in to talk to me about this project, that was the second project he talked to me about. And I'm happy to report that that project will get underway yet this year. So we have two magnificent projects. One saving a Town Hall Police Station, a landmark in the city of Chicago, built in 1907, and becoming renewed as part of a wonderful new project. And then the Diplomat Hotel, which had served many, many clients, low-income clients, over a number of years, and will now be able to continue to do so for the foreseeable future. We're very, very proud of that. And most recently, with Michael Goldberg and Heartland, we reopened the old Viceroy Hotel on the near west side of Chicago. Similar type to the Diplomat Hotel. Heartland did a magnificent job. If ever you're around there on your way over to the United Center, drop by. Hopefully soon we're also opening up a cafe on the first floor of that development for training purposes, and you'll be able to stop and have a cup of coffee. All these are just terrific projects that add to the affordable housing inventory of the city of Chicago, providing good homes for people, whether they're old or young, but homes for people who really need the help and who really need the housing. I'm delighted to be here today. I want to congratulate the board of the center and everyone else who's been involved in this project. And on behalf of Mayor Emanuel, thank you very much. And it is my pleasure to introduce Patricia Pratt, who is a member of the community. Patricia?
Good morning. My name is Patricia Pratt. I am honored and peacock proud to be a part of history being made today. This groundbreaking celebration is another step to a safe haven for the LGBT seniors and other people who live in this community. In 2006, I moved from the south side of Chicago, where I lived all my life, here to the north side, into the Lakeview East area. Having no friends or family on this side of town, I had to quickly learn my way around. In 2007, the Center on Halsted opened its doors. I was pleased to find out that they had a free community cyber center. By coming to the cyber center, I also learned about the Seniors Tuesday free lunch program. I had butterflies and I wanted to turn around, but I was greeted with such a warm welcome. I knew then I had found a safe haven at COH. Over the years, I have made a lot of friends, and I also have fond memories of friends I have lost along the way. I have finally found a place where I belong. After losing my mother, her sister, my aunt, was up in age. She asked me to move close to her on the south side. The move to the south side was not what I expected at all. And I was very unhappy, like a fish out of water. It was then I knew how Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz felt trying to get back home to a familiar place. To me, this groundbreaking celebration significant to the Yellow Brick Road leads home to 3600 West Addison. Thank you.
Thank you for that. And I'm not going to ask Alderman Thompson to come up and say something.
Thanks, Mike. Good morning, good morning. So many of the thank yous have already been stated, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time with words because I want to get this groundbreaking in the ground and up, and we can talk about it once we do the ribbon cutting in 2014. But I do want to mention a couple of things. Sid Moen talked about Jane Addams. It brought back to me the relationship that I met a lot of the providers 25 years ago with another concept called White Crane. White Crane was a joint venture with the Jane Addams Senior Housing Caucus and the Illinois Masonic, and its goal was to keep keep seniors active, keep them in the community, and keep them healthy. So it's interesting what's happening in healthcare today with stuff that we've been doing with the Jane Addams Senior Caucus and the Illinois Masonic and the community. And it was back then I realized that people, and this wasn't necessarily affordable in this terms of Jane Addams White Crane collaboration, but what was more important was it was in the neighborhood. And a lot of seniors didn't want to leave their community. They had the wherewithal, but the housing opportunities were in the suburbs. Pastoral as it may seem and beautiful, it wasn't where they wanted to be. And I learned back then that you don't take people away from their community, their shopping, their relationships, and obviously what's happening here at the community center. So it was with Irish stubbornness, as Commissioner Mooney would say, as Mayor Rahm Emanuel will say, and also former Mayor Richard Daley, that this was really important to the community. So while there's all sorts of sponsors here, the real sponsor is the community, because this is where we came, this is where we're going to stay, and this is going to be not just for people, well, for people that can't afford to be in this community. You know, one of the things when I ran for office 11 years ago was that Lakeview is gentrifying too quickly. We're losing our middle class. We're losing our people who had been here for so long. So, as was stated by the previous speaker, Patricia, and I see so many friends here, we're going to stay. We're not going to be gentrified out. The LGBT community, the LGBTQ, bi, tri, quadruple, whatever, this building is for community, and it's because of your leadership and my willingness, or not my willingness, but my partnership with understanding that it's community that makes us as government work for each and every one of you. So I look forward in the 18 months now, because there's still a lot more work to be done. The financing's in place. The work has got to be done. The drama still ensues. We're going to do that ribbon cutting, and we're going to let the people that are here take hold of this building and this community and stay here for many years to come. So it's a great opportunity to be here. The sun is shining again on our community. So thank you for being here. And now, you can see those remarks. I didn't read my remarks actually because they were both mostly said. But as most of you know, it's from the heart I'm a doer, I'm not a talker, and we're going to get this thing done and serve the entire city of Chicago. I really want to thank actually one other the group that hasn't been said, CHA. I know Ellen is new to CHA, but the CHA group and the board really put an amazing package together to put the long-term financing here. And I wanted to make sure that they're recognized because it was a great day going in front of the CHA board. I didn't do it often, but it was an interesting political exercise. But I do want to thank the board for their leadership and their underlying financial sustenance to this project. So with that, I'm going to, Tom Genley, who am I doing? City, community, come on up. Come on up, introduce yourself, all right? You got money at hand, right, in this project?
Yeah, right. A possible resident of the building. Today we break ground for a building that promises to be a vibrant and lively space for the LGBTQ senior community and their straight allies. A welcoming, a vibrant, and friendly place where I and my senior friends, new and old, can meet and talk to solve the problems of the world problems of the day, to recall our past, to eat, to laugh, and to possibly learn a new skill. Definitely never to be lonely again. All of this is done in a fear-free zone, free from the fear of financial worries, free from the fear of discrimination, free from the fear of bashing and ridicule, free from the fear of neglect. To live in peace, to watch out for each other, to care for each other, to minister for each other, to be family for each other. What a beautiful gift you have given us in our golden years, for which I say thank you. Yes, I want to live here, but why here, you may ask. Here because I can be me, an out gay man. Here because I do not have to hide my true self. Here because the closet is for clothes here. Here because I don't have to go back into the closet waiting for it to be eventually turned into my coffin. Here because I can be safe here. Yes, I hope and I pray that I will be chosen as one of the residents in this new building. If not, I will be here as a visitor to the Senior Center, which will be located on the first floor of West Town Hall Police Station. What we do today is a good start, but it is only a start. Chicago needs more buildings like this one. Chicago's LGBTQ senior community needs many more fear-free zones. Yes. And today's actions give some hope, a glimmer of hope, for a future filled with sufficient, affordable, and safe housing for all of Chicago's residents. White, African American, Hispanic, Asian, gay, straight, and differently abled, all. At my age of 63, I see an urgency to this issue that needs immediate attention. So today, and on behalf of 79 lucky individuals that will call this place home, and a proud community that will call it our Senior Center, I say thank you very much. And it is my honor to introduce Natalie Moritz, a representative from Citibank.
Good morning. Good morning. I am Natalie Moretz, a lender with City Community Capital, the lending and investing arm of Citibank. City Community Capital is the most active lender in affordable housing in the United States, and we are proud of our involvement in this project. City is providing 3 important components to the financing of this project. We are providing the construction loan, the permanent mortgage, and City also purchased the low-income housing tax credits allocated to this development to generate cash equity for the construction of this project. In total, City's financing commitment to this project exceeds $25 million. Councilor Mooney pointed out, many of you are aware that it takes an incredible amount of skill, of patience, and determination to make a complicated real estate project like this a reality. I would like to congratulate Michael Goldberg and Heartland Housing and the Center on Halsted on their huge accomplishment of making their dream of turning this beautiful, historic police station and this vacant land into the first LGBT-friendly senior housing development in Chicago. Our groundbreaking here today is a testament to Heartland Housing's and the Center on Halsted's vision, skill, and resilience. I would also like to thank the City of Chicago Department of Housing and Economic Development, the Chicago Housing Authority, Citibank's partner, the National Equity Fund, elected officials, and the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity for their continued support of this project. City is particularly proud to be a part of this project because of City's commitment to providing capital to finance community development efforts throughout the City of Chicago, from neighborhoods like Boys Town, where we are today, to North Lawndale, to Woodlawn, to Hyde Park. Citibank is committed to Chicago. The diversity of Chicago's neighborhoods and the diversity of Chicago's residents make Chicago a place that my colleagues and I are proud to call home. I am also proud to say that City is an active supporter of GLBT equality, and City once again scored a perfect score of 100% on the 2013 Human Rights Campaign Corporate Equality Index. In closing, congratulations to Heartland Housing and the Center on Halsted on your achievements recognized here today. I look forward to joining you for the grand opening of this project in the very near future. Thank you. And it is my honor to introduce State Representative Sarah Feigenholz.
Good morning, everyone. I think it's kismet that the first thing that I'm doing after such an incredibly, I don't know if I want to use the word disappointing, well, we just didn't quite get it done yet, but we're going to go back and we're going to get it done. That I'm able to come here and celebrate with people who I live with, people who I break bread with, in my community, the first day I get back, to be in such a friendly place where we can make things happen on a dream. And I want to especially point out my fabulous alderman, who I know has been fighting for this project for a very, very long time. So let's give Tom Tunney a special. I know this because he often yells at me about things to make things happen. He's knocking on my door, calling me up, and texting me at all hours of the night. But he's a hard worker, and he has a strong vision and a true commitment to this community. He had that commitment long before he served as alderman, and he will have it long after he serves as alderman, and I think that that's very admirable. I also want to acknowledge the very persistent Tico Valle. Who amazingly can shoot off about 3 or 4 emails in about a minute, requesting things. And because of his persistence, I'm able, even after this fractious, crazy legislative session where a lot of broken dreams happen, that I can help this dream, because Tico requested some money for the build-out in the senior center from the state of Illinois, and I was able to secure $200,000 in the supportive housing line just for the first floor senior center, which will be annualized for wraparound services for all the people that are going to be living in this building forever. And $100,000 in capital dollars for the build out of the first floor, and hopefully there will be more to follow. How's that, Tigo? A little surprise? I didn't want to tell him before I told all of you. I had to punish him for all those emails. Anyway, it's just glorious to be here. It's glorious to be back in the community, and I'm so excited about this project, especially the straight allies portion of the residents, because I know that for me, this community has been a delight to serve, an honor, and God bless all of you who helped make this happen.
Thank you, Sarah. I think, are we down to Tico and Sid? Yeah, Tico and Sid for some closing remarks.
I think let's get the shovels. Let's do the shovels. Okay. Let me just.
Yeah, go ahead.
After we're done here celebrating, we invite you to the center on the 3rd floor to continue our proud day. Thank you.